How many times have you been tasked to provide AV for an airport or a bus or train station? Have you provided AV for bars, restaurant, or banquet facilities? Of course they have. Have you installed systems in auditoriums, performing arts centers, museums, or galleries? What about schools and universities, malls and shopping centers, churches and houses of worship? Maybe you've even put AV into movie theaters in some form or another.
You've probably answered yes to at least one or more of these venues. Now, I'm quite sure that you successfully deployed sound systems, display products, paging or intercom systems, or some other systems typically associated with Pro AV. But look around as you travel around your communities. Ask yourself what's needed more than ever today that we as AV professionals could provide to our valued customers.
Today, we're going to answer that question for you. And I'll start by reminding you of the recent terrorist attacks in Europe. I'll also remind you of the shootings and stabbings right here at home. They've happened in public places like nightclubs, transportation centers, shopping centers, and schools. Terrorists and crazed gunmen have attacked all walks of life, and we're naive if we truly believe that it's going to get better. In fact, studies have shown that it's far more likely to continue to get more frequent, more violent, and involve more innocent victims, both here on our own soil and around the world.
So what could we as AV professionals provide that could mitigate the tragic injury and loss of life? Well, the answer to that question is visual notification. I'm Clay Stalka.
And I'm Neil Weber. We're going to show you how visual notification can indeed give warnings to the public, instruct people what to do, and how to safely and efficiently exit the area and direct people to safety.
And when there's not an ongoing emergency, visual notification can be used to manage the movement of people anywhere and anytime. It can also be used to promote events and take the place of any form of traditional signage. So the investment value can be realized on the routine of day-to-day business, all the while preparing your facility for the worst-case scenario.
I'm relatively certain that all of us have been in an airport. We've all looked for the visual notification displays to learn where we have to go for our flight. They tell us which stop to get off, the tram to reach for a gate. They tell us whether our flight is on time or delayed. Upon arrival at our destination, of course, they tell us which carousel our bags will be delivered to. Now, imagine if those visual notification displays didn't exist. How in the world would the masses of people get around a busy airport?
Man, I can't imagine.
Chaos.
You've probably been to a movie theater, too. You've looked at the visual notification display to find out what's playing and at which times. And once you purchased your ticket, you looked at the visual notification displays above the doors to locate the theater where your movie was playing. The same goes for conference and event centers. You've looked for a visual notification display to find your meeting location. Then you may have found that meeting room thanks to the visual notification display beside or above the meeting room door. Again, it's tough to imagine how we could get around these places without visual notification.
And this technology has trickled down to the simplest applications too. When you've stopped for gas or gone to a convenience store, you've most certainly seen a simple 1 or 2 line visual notification display telling you how much the lottery or the Powerball jackpot is up to. I play that every week. You can find them on just about every major highway directing traffic through construction and lane closures. Outdoor visual notification displays can be seen in front of schools, churches, car dealerships, shopping centers, and eating establishments. Frankly, visual notification is a way of life in our world today.
Yeah, it is. And there are a lot of them out there. There are many more places that they could be in than places they already exist. And as Neil said at the top, many of those places are places you may be already doing a lot of business. Now, these are opportunities to provide visual notification in addition to the work that you're already contracted for. So this is plus business, no matter how you look at it. So let's take a closer look at what visual notification really is.
Right. Visual notification display is simply an LED sign. It can be a simple 1, 2, or 3 line text display, or it can be an LED display capable of displaying full color, full motion graphics or video. It can be very small or it could be very large. It could have a coarse dot pitch or it could have a fine dot pitch capable of appearing like an LCD television. And it could be designed for indoor use or it could be outdoor rated for weather resistance, even for complete weatherproof performance.
Now, I know that most of you aren't going to run out and start providing the large-scale LED signs that you see along the road and in front of businesses and car dealerships. Now, I'm sure you don't have to have a crane to hoist one of those things up on a pole anyway. That's what commercial sign companies do. But the smaller scale outdoor signs can become plus business as part of the indoor visual notification displays that you can regularly specify as a part of the AV job scope.
You can simply mount a visual notification display on a wall, connect power, and plug it into the network, and that's all there is to it. Content can be loaded from any computer on the network via the included software. For full motion graphics and video, there's an equally easy-to-use software app to load the content. The content lives on the display, right? So different content can be scheduled via the software, and emergency messaging can be triggered from a computer on the network. It's just like any other kind of digital signage, except you don't need a separate media player, and it's way easier to set up and load content.
In the case of a simple one-line display you see at the convenience store as an example, they can be programmed via an infrared remote control or with the optional network interface. Now, I got to tell you that deploying a visual notification system is likely going to be one of the easiest tasks that you've ever done as a part of an AV project. If you can mount a device on a wall, configure an IP address, and load an app on a PC, you've got this part covered.
That's for sure. Now, before we get into some of the products that are available to you as visual notification displays, I want to remind you of another product that you'll use all the time when you're incorporating LCD digital signage into your AV projects. It's called the Vivitech Novo DS.
The Novo DS is an extremely small digital signage player that can fit into the palm of your hand, or more practically fit easily on the backside of any flat panel LCD display. The Novo DS may be the easiest digital signage player to set up and configure. It's certainly an easy process.
That's for sure. Like all of these systems we're discussing, it goes right on your network. Then you can set up and configure the Novo DS from your laptop or from any computer on the network from any web browser. You can input a static IP address or you can let it choose one for you via DHCP. Then you choose a screen layout. There are plenty of pre-made templates, or you can quickly lay out your own design if you want. Once that's done, you can select content to go in each region or zone on the display. Novo DS has many pre-configured sources on board, like news feeds, weather widgets, clocks, and the like. Then you can choose graphics, pictures, and videos from your computer to fill the other regions. You can choose multiples of each if you want them to play sequentially, like a slideshow or back-to-back videos. Then you can save these configurations as playlists and then schedule various playlists to play out at any selected date or time for that defined amount of time. It's just that simple to make professional-looking digital signage for any application.
So for any digital signage application, Neil, standalone or as part of a larger synchronized system, Novo DS provides you a system that you can specify and deliver to guarantee a successful digital signage project and a happy end user.
Now, let's get back to visual notification systems and go over the adaptive displays product line that are available to you from Starin.
Well, Neil, that reminds me of an old story.
Oh, boy.
I went up to the Adaptive Display headquarters and factory in Milwaukee a couple of months ago, and while I was there, they were doing the final testing for the new LED display for Six Flags, right off I-94. It's like 10 feet high and 30 feet wide, and it's a fine dot pitch LED display. Now, while I was there, they were playing the Transformers movie on it.
Cool.
The quality just absolutely blew me away. Now, this sign is designed to be viewed from a distance as you travel down the highway, but in their factory, I was only standing about 6 feet back.
Jeez.
And I swear it looked like I was watching a giant TV. It was absolutely beautiful.
I'll bet. Other than Megan Fox, what does that have to do with our visual notification products?
Well, I wanted to share that story with you because Adaptive Displays is the company that manufactures our visual notification products. They're an American company, and their products are made and tested right in their Milwaukee plant. They've been making high-quality LED signage projects for over 36 years with a focus on providing products that are simple to install and maintain and are very easy to operate. They're an industry-leading ISO-certified manufacturer with a customer-first philosophy, and that means a lot to me.
And to me as well. Now, that's really cool to know. I know we're not offering the giant outdoor sign, so let's give everybody an overview of the adaptive products that we'll be stocking for the Pro AV market.
Well, let's do that. We'll start on the low end and work our way up. So first we have the Betabright Classic. Now this is a single-line display that delivers sharp text in multiple fonts and also has the ability to display moving animations. It can display in red, amber, and green, as well as combinations for a total of 8 colors. It provides the best viewing distance at about 150 feet. The key point with the Betabright indoor message display is that it's brighter and sharper than any of the other competitive displays in this class. So typical use cases for this display are for advertising specials, maybe announcing upcoming events, welcoming customers and guests, promoting safety awareness, and of course to recognize employees.
Always important. Next we have the Alpha 220C. This is a 36-inch long one-line display designed for maximum visibility and durability. The Alpha 200C uses tricolor LEDs for 3 colors and 3 rainbow effects. It can display characters from 1.5 inches to 2.1 inches, has 14 character fonts, and can store and display up to 96 messages. You can create your own logos and graphics, and it has built-in real-time clocks. It comes with wireless remote control keyboard, and it can be programmed from 30 feet away, which is very handy. The use cases for this product include call centers, movie theaters, and schools. The Alpha 200C can also be networked to provide a powerful integrated visual information network throughout a building.
Next, Neil, I'd like to show you the Alpha 4000 series 2-line models we'll be stocking. Now, the Alpha 4080 RGB has a 24-inch long 2-line display that can show characters from 2.1 inches to 4.8 inches in height. It can display 1 or 2 lines of text and displays in all full color. You can create your own graphics and logos, and it can display over 4,000 vibrant colors.
Wow.
Now, content can be managed using the easy-to-use included software. The Alpha 4080 RGB can also be networked to create that integrated visual messaging network that Neil mentioned.
And the Alpha 4120 RGB is the same as the 4080 RGB, but with a display length of 38 inches. Use cases for these Series 4000 displays are hallways and lobbies, conference rooms, production areas, waiting rooms, retail stores, libraries, and cafeterias, too. All the Alpha Series products carry a full 1-year USA factory warranty.
So next, we'll move on to the Alpha I Series 9000 RGB products. Now we'll be stocking these in 6.25mm dot pitch and 3.9mm dot pitch. These displays offer 4 times the brightness of LED edge-lit televisions and can display full-color video and graphics. Now these displays come with an easy-to-use software package that makes content management a breeze, and they can easily be wall-mounted or hung from the ceiling. The Alpha I Series displays have built-in network capability for content management over the LAN. The Alpha I Series has a 100,000-hour LED rating for 24/7 365 operation and comes with a 2-year USA factory warranty. We'll be stocking these displays in the 29.8 by 10.7 by 3.2 inch size. Now, use cases for this display are offices, schools, churches, retail shops, financial institutions, restaurants, casinos, auto dealerships, gas stations, convenience stores, and factories that require non-NEMA enclosures.
And finally, we'll be stocking the Alpha 4080 RGB MNS display. This is a 2-line full-color display specifically designed for emergency notification. It supports integration with the leading fire control panel manufacturers and with network-based emergency notification providers through its open communications protocol, which is fabulous. This display has pre-programmed first responder and priority messaging, offers scrolling and flashing text, and supports network messaging by groups or by zones. The adaptive MNS products support secure encrypted network protocol and carry UL 1638, NFP A72, and FCC Class A ratings. Building and emergency system managers along with safety and security professionals at college and university campuses K through 12 schools. Healthcare and government facilities and other high-flow traffic and high-security areas rely on that M&S solution from Adaptive for their mass notification needs.
They do. Adaptive has so many other products and sizes that are also available to you through Starin, but these are the products that we're stocking initially as we kick off our relationship with Adaptive.
I have one last thing to show you before we run out of time. Here you can see just how easy it is to configure and manage content with these displays right over the network. You can watch the Adaptive software training videos in their entirety right on our Synergy Center website.
And that makes it easy to understand and be able to specify any Adaptive products.
Absolutely.
So Neil, let's give away a $50 gift card for one of our lucky friends who joined us here today.
My favorite time of day. Congratulations to for joining us again at an AV Meetup coffee break.
So please tell all your friends and coworkers to join us again in 2 weeks at this same time, because I hope you'd be our next $50 gift card winner.
Hey, thanks for giving us your 20 minutes today to learn about visual notification solutions from Adaptive Displays. And please remember to go to our Synergy Center website to get all kinds of resource materials to help you with whatever kinds of projects you might be working on, and check back regularly, right? Because we're constantly adding to our library of videos, white papers, and timely articles on all things AV.
And please join us again on Friday, September the 8th for our next AV Meetup coffee break, when Neil and I will give you the complete rundown on the brand new Meeting Owl web conferencing solution from Owl Labs. And also remember that you can go to our website anytime to watch all of our AV Meetup sessions on demand.
That's right. So for more information, to set up a demo, or to dive deeper into any of our products with a personalized online workshop, please contact your Starin Business Development Manager directly, or you can always email us here at myteam@starin.biz. Look, our time is up. We do promise to address all your questions and interests directly, and it might even be Clay here who calls or emails you with your answer. Now we'll see you again on Friday, September 8th for our next AV Meetup coffee break. Have a great weekend.
See you, everybody.